Hey, poker friends, welcome back. As you can see, we've been quite busy. We're down -5 now at the moment, but we got as I got as close to -34 cents at one stage, and I think I was actually over and actually got back into the profit, but then I ran into a couple of mishaps. Anyway, keeping it quite short, we just yeah, we're heading in the right direction at least, and we're playing a huge amount of volume. I'm looking at just fixing up my ranges pre-flop. So you'll notice a couple of things that I've changed. So as further ado, we'll continue and going to be continuing 4 tables. Also, you can see that our rewards has gone up as well. And then also I was thinking that if it gets up to about $40 or $50, then whatever money we have in our other bankroll, we can use that for short taking. So we could use that for if we've got 3 buy-ins of a certain level, like if we've got $100, we could probably take a shot at 25 NL. We could probably even go to something else and do like if we've got like $200, then we could do the 50 NL or 2 tables 100 NL just to have a go and have a fun. And then if it works, then we just boom with our bankroll, and if it fails, then we're still at the $50 back, and yeah, we go back to the other way. But at the same time, when we do boost moving up stakes, we do get higher rewards. So the longer we can stay up those high levels, the more rewards we should get out of it. That'll be the fun part. It's just not trying to run into bad beats automatically. Anyway, let's go. Ace 10 offsuit in the dealer button, and also don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I will be continuing this challenge no matter how it goes. So even if we go all the way down to about $10, I'll try and keep you guys posted as much as I can. Even if I say like I give up, or if I give up on the challenge altogether, I'll make sure I have a closing video on that as well. So if you don't see me post a video for quite some time, it means I will come back. It just means I'm taking a break from just doing poker for a while, and you can tell like when I took a break, there was a few times where you could had some sessions where I was just bleeding money. It can be very frustrating, and the best you can do is take a break. So, but at the moment, we've got some momentum on our side. The last session was losing, so I just got to bear that in mind. But we are just adjusting to a few tweaks that I'm doing. All right, 9-6 suited, gonna fold. 11% quite tight. Gonna open up King 10 in the small blind, try and take it down. Min 3-bet. I'm gonna call. We do have position. Okay, King hits his range. It is a dead board. I'm just gonna let go. He's supposed to bet there. Okay. King 2 is gone. And the reason why I do call there with 9-10 suited, there's going to be a lot of times where the opponent's going to miss, and there's going to be some boards that are going to favor us. So, say low end boards, your 6, 7, and 8 type hands, and they're sitting there with Ace King. We can put them in a lot of dicey spots anyway. All right, we're going to 3-bet and squeeze with Ace Jack. We are in the small blind. Anytime I probably shouldn't do that is depending on how bad the big blind is. But regardless, we just want to minimize people on the table. I have to call for another 17. Just heads up. Okay, at least 1 in 3 chance, not 0. Just need an ace or 2 more jacks. All right, it's unfortunate. Oh, actually, it's fortunate we get this split pot. Okay, you could probably argue that a fold, but because it was short stack, I made the call. Had a 1 in 3 chance anyway, so that's not too bad. If he had pocket aces, then we're in serious trouble. But yeah, he had a decent hand that time. All right, Ace King, gonna open. Jack 9 offsuit, gonna fold against under the gun. All right, we've got position with ace king. Let's see if they're going to 3-bet. No, we just win pre-flop. Take it down. Should we top up? Okay, Jack 5. Probably going to be an easy fold here. I'm going to say probably 100% fold. And sometimes when you have Jack 5 and you fold there, sometimes you get the Jack 5 flop, but very rare. Anyway, I'm glad I folded. 9-4 offsuit in the big blind. I got to fold. Also in the comments in the previous video, I did get told that, something to do with my ranges are a little bit, there's a few things I need to adjust. Well, anyway, I took that advice and been working on my ranges and probably just looking at certain spots like in your flops and need to adjust there. You see betting ranges and all that stuff. But you're going to fold 8-6 suited out of position, 9-4 offsuit, shouldn't have to explain. I'm going to open King 10 though. It is a short hand, only 4 players. To our position now. King 8, just checking 25%. I'm just going to fold. If it's someone like a 50% plus, I might actually call there, especially if we do have position. All right, we're going to check here. We don't need to defend the hand. Also, we do have a spade draw to the flush. We do have a gut shot as well, bear in mind. 5-7, just going to open up. It's a short stack though. All right, checking behind. We do lose the ace. So if he checks here, I feel like I have to bet. But now that he bets, I'm just going to let go. I'm just going to find a lot of ace highs there. Okay, gut shot, and we got a 5, but we got a lot of poison. So another club comes out, a 7 of clubs comes out, we're in trouble. So we're just going to close this down because we've got reverse implied odds, so it's a simple fold. All right, make sure we top up. Also, did want to adjust table settings. I wanted to look at the betting options, and what do we got here? So post flop, I wanted to look at. So opening normal betting size. 125 maybe. Let's open up Jack 10, make sure we did a ton of folds. Ace Queen's got a 3-bet. All right, so hopefully I did adjust that right. Yes, we did. So it's got 125. We're just going to call Jack 10. We do have position. It's not a huge 3-bet. King does hit. We've got a backdoor flush. He's actually supposed to bet there, but we're going to check behind. Okay, no other diamond. It's going to let go. If there was the diamond there, we could probably follow. Since we 3-bet this one pre-flop, this is a very juicy board. And the reason why we don't 3-bet, we don't c-bet here, is because it's a connected board and we get less folds. So we're just bleeding money. Now we've got an open ender. So we don't need to defend this hand because we can still make the nut. Well, a hand that's strong enough. So a king comes out. That is the absolute nuts. But as long as it's not a heart. It's taking a long time. We cannot fold here. Pretty cool. All right. So now we do have a straight. Probably have to be a little bit careful with my checking. I'm just going to shove all in. If he's got king queen, so be it. But we do block. He might have a 7 and call though. We'll find out. But he's going to find a lot of folds there. So the times he does call with the 7, that'll be beautiful. All right, Queen 10 going to fold. Got pocket aces now. Ace Jack going to open. Under the gun. So Jack ripped. Good timing for aces if he wants to fire back. Especially if he thinks that maybe we're bluffing in the last hand. Okay, just going to rebet this one. I mean, 4-bet. Now it looks like I'm just playing back and his emotions could be running his hand. All right, got a gut shot, got a flush draw. We did have position, so maybe checking this fine. Got a queen, would have been crying. Anyway, we got a gut shot, double gutter actually, and a flush draw. All right, so we're going to raise this one up. Huge value hand. Even if we jam all in here, probably just under 50%. We continue with the aggression. Hopefully he folds this one, because we're not always going to make our hand. Yeah, lucky he folded. We wouldn't have made it. But we did have a lot of equity. We had like, oh yeah, 32% or something on the turn. You can find out and post it on the comments if you want. But I know it was still a decent amount, and we had fold equity with the ace coming out. Alright, got a call behind me, nice 9-4, fine battle. Got an open ender, but there is a spade out. There's spades out there. Bit of a troublesome, so I'm going to check. Keep the pot relatively small. Don't want to bloat the pot. 9-4, we've got to defend this hand. If another heart comes out, we're dead. Unless he's got no heart. Now it looks like we could be playing against his small blind, just having position on him. Alright, Queen 7, just going to check fold. Alright, call behind, just double checking that he had a decent stack, which he does. Alright, beautiful. Hopefully he's got ace 10. Alright, let's get a call. He's got a c-bet like his entire stack thing. He could do very well just have ace king. If he checks here, I'm going to bet small. Okay. He might have overpair. He's just going to send it if he does. If not, we're going to send it. So hopefully he goes all in here and gets greedy with his aces or kings. Thinking we might have queens or jacks. We're just going to go all in here. Queen 10 suited. Got to open up in the small blind. Okay, going to continue. We do have a back door, and we've got queen. Only good kicker though. 6-4. We're just going to fold this one. Sometimes we're on a 3-bet, but I don't think it's the right spot. The opponents, we've played a lot against Jack Ripped. So since we've played a lot against Jack Ripped, he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna start attacking us a bit more. So our hand with the 6 suited hand, it's just not going to be great there. This is a little bit of a dry board, so we're going to continue with the c-bet. We have ace high and king connect. Usually hits our range. Nice. So that was a nice, nice hand. So far, so good this session. We're up over a buy-in now, which is pretty good. Alright, I'm going to call against the small blind. Do block a lot of his aces, but we'll find out. Now we just need a 10. King, queen, jack just hits so much of his range. I'm just going to let go. Yeah, we're in a 4-outer. Ends up being about 17% on the flop, to give you an idea. So Ends up being like a 1 in 6 chance. So I have done my homework a little bit. All right, Ace Jack. Gonna fold in the small blind. If I was on the button or big blind, I might actually 3-bet there. But because we don't close the action down, I'm not going to go there. Because if we do 3-bet and then the big blind goes in and 4-bets, we're just going to be folding there a ton of time. Folding 3-4 suited. Sometimes I do open those up. So that's the little adjustments we're doing. Probably 5-6 suited probably is the lowest. Low end will go. Like as low as we'll go. Just enjoying a coffee. And I've got a Mountain Dew at the moment too. So. All right, ace 10 offsuit on the button. Let's open that, 2.5. Okay, easy money. King 8 in the offsuit. We'll open this up. Jack 8's a fold. Ace 6 is a fold as well. 3 bets. 2 other people in the hands can let go. Sometimes if it's just a small blind raising there, you could probably like 4-bet. If there's any specific hands you want to do that, you don't want to be 4-betting like too many times, or they'll just jam on you. You're giving away your chips. In the past, we were doing accurate like 4-betting, which worked out really well. Back in the GG poker days. Ace Queen, 3-betting. I'm just going to flat this one. We are at a position here. Okay, this board does connect with us. Doesn't really help our opponent here. But in saying that, that board's really wet and there's going to be so much there, and we just don't. We're going to do a tight lay down there. Yeah, and we don't even have a spade as well, which doesn't help. And even if we do hit a pair, he could have a set. He could have 2 pair. He could have a flush. Especially with all the spades that come out, he definitely would have had a flush. But we just had ace high by the river. If you saw the cards that come out, so a good fold. If you don't believe them when they 3-bet you, you could probably like 4-bet. But I'll put it back their way. Because it means a lot of... They're probably the only... Probably on the button and the cutoff is probably the only spots you could probably like 4-bet. Where people in the button will typically play against you in the cutoff a little bit wider. Alright, we check behind. We do have a backdoor flush. Actually, I'm going to open. I'm going to c-bet this one. And just take it down. Alright, ace king suited in the small blind. Okay, let's raise it a little bit larger because we're in the small blind. Going to be out of position. See what DL Feeney wants to do. He calls. I'm going to check this one out. I do have a backdoor flush. Going to raise this up with aces. And it looks like that we've got ace king here because we've raised quite large. So he might shove here with jacks. Or not. Okay, I'm going to value bet this one. Hopefully he calls with ace jack or ace queen or ace 10. We might be value betting ourselves here as well. Alright, does a fold. You'd think if he had pocket pairs by the turn, he'd actually bet or the river. Queen Jack's folding. Just a small 3-bet. He's short stacked. I'm going to call though. Okay, the 5 is a great card for us, but the spade, no. Oh, the spade is a good card. Okay, so we're going to bet this one and try and take it down using position. Because you'd think that he'd throw a bet in on... Okay, there you go. We'll let go. Nice. Because you think he'd actually throw a bet in, but obviously check raising. Maybe trying to do a trap. Alright, throw bet king queen suited. Isolate against the Alfini. I want the blinds to come in. We got position, which is nice. One of the weaker players on the table that we're up against, heads up. With position. Alright, we'll throw a bet in. Got open ender, backdoor flush. Wanted to try and build the pot up. Had a lot of outs. We had 8 outs, and then on the turn, we might have actually got something else. We might have got another heart. Unless he boated on the flop, that was probably the only time we're really worried. Alright, ace-3 suited, gonna raise. Okay, it's a dry board. Throw a bet in, plus we have a diamond. And it's a way ahead, way behind scenario. Just gonna throw in a half bet. Alright, gonna shove. See what happens. He uses short stack, and he could be trying to bluff us off the hand. It's a chop. Beautiful. Because of the 2 4s and the jack, the only thing that wasn't a chop is if a spade come out. Because he was chasing spades. Got a little bit lucky, I guess. It really depends. Like when the board pairs up like that and you hit the ace, that other card really does pay. Really does make a difference. Especially if you've got a low ace. Because we're definitely playing that. Pocket 4s. Be blind. Okay, Vicky's on this table as well. Alright, it's gonna call. Set mine. I'm going to check this one out and evaluate. Interesting, he does a bet there. I'm going to raise ace-9 offsuit. Alright, 4's going to check, see what happens. Bet's big. I'm just going to let go. He did improve the hand. Okay, it's a dry board. Through a pot though. I'm going to throw a bet in.
You are dead.
Hopefully both of them fold.
Wow!
Alright, helpful folds. Beautiful. Exploit. And Queen Jack. Just going to check behind. Not going to raise that one. Be heads up anyway. Do a ton of checking out of position. Do have top pair. Okay kicker. Nothing great. Could open up 8-4 suited, but it's a little bit wide. Alright, let's throw a bet in and see what happens here. You might have a 10. Continue betting and okay. Maybe had pockets. We're talking like pocket eights, pocket sevens, and poppy third pair. If you had a 10, poppy call, because that's what we were trying to get value from. Sixes going to get in the action. They're going to isolate against Feeney again with 6-7 suited. Hopefully, yep, beautiful, got position. Hopefully everyone folds. Nice. Up against Feeney now. Alright, so I've got a set, and we can't afford a free card. We could go for a check raise, but we're just going to go in and lead in. And do a dog bet. Ace Queen just smashes our range. We're going to bet this one. Hopefully it doesn't fold. Alright, Queen 9 suited. It's going to call. We're out of position. Going to check. Actually going to continue betting this one with sixes. Hopefully the board pairs up on the river. Alright, nice. We'll take it. Alright, 6-7. Definitely one with the exploit. Let go Queen 9 suited. Don't have a heart. But anyway, nice hands. The exploit. Nice hands with the set of sixes as well. Got to be very careful of those hands, especially when there are flushes out there. They'll either destroy your strength or kill the action. So they either get the flush and they destroy you, or they get scared of the flush and don't give you any more. Either way, we have to bet there because we can't afford them to run over us for free. All right, 9-5. Got to fold. Two's folding. Currently sitting in 43rd spot at the moment with the rewards. And it's going to call behind. It's a short stack as well. So I'm just going to flat. I want everyone in the hand. Have a money board. If they got hearts, they're going to call. I'm going to raise this one up since Vicky's quite loose. Now we're going to throw a bet in. Can't afford another heart come out. Pocket fours, and it's just going for a flush. I'm just going to check fold. Ace Jack gets through. Unfortunately, two other players didn't hit. Being out of position with fours kind of stinks with this hand. Let's let that go. So we don't know if the club comes out and it's going to help. Queen 10 going to open. Hopefully get big blind to fold. Let's take it down. And if he just calls, hopefully we just destroy. Alright, it's going to check. Go. Doesn't really help us, that flop. Unfortunately, straight come out, so probably would have been a chop. Now this time I'm going to raise with tens against a short stack again. And 9% C bets 61, folds to 3 bets 34% of the time. Okay, just going to check raise this one. We do have a boat. Oh man, you need to have the border pair up. Checking, hopefully bets. And just get a shove here. We do have a boat. All right, got the call. King Jack, wow. Nice. So that was good. Kind of a trap there, but kind of got a little bit lucky to get the chips in. King high flush. He must feel like he a little bit unlucky. All right, 4-5 suited, folding. It is a hand that I've been guilty of opening up. If you think of all the hands, all the bad hands you could think of, I've probably have opened them up in the past. And then get 2 pair on them. And then by the end of it, the board pairs up and you get counterfeited or some amazing hand your opponent ends up running over you. There's all different ways those bad hands win. And it really feels rotten. To the extent it feels like poker's rigged. But it's just the reason why they're bad hands. Alright, Queen 4, 5, 10. Really getting nothing at the moment now. Still the one table struggling, but apart from that, still been a good session. It says Vicky's disconnected on this table as well, so maybe they've quit the session. We've put them on tilt. He's not going to fold against under the gun. Bingo. That would have been a nice hand with Queen 10. We don't. We had 3-10 on this table. 10-4's going. Ace high got there. I'll open up 9-10 offsuit. It's not a great hand. We are on the button though. Raises, we fold. Rightfully so. King 10 suited is a fold under the gun. Okay, we have a flush draw. Don't need to bloat the pot. Now we do have an open ender. It's going to call behind here. And we've got a straight, and it's disguised. So I'm going to raise this one up. See if we get called. Defend with 10-8 suited. So a little bit disguised with King 7. I don't think shoving all in would work, but you never know. Alright, middlesome pair. Bad kicker. Do have spades. Her hand could get some more equity on the flop. So I think betting there's no good. We're not folding currently. Alright, we'll pick up the equity. Wished it was the 7 of spades, not of spades, but we'll take the 2 of spades. Check it. Try and go check call. Important that our opponent is deep stacked, which they are, or at least match. And unfortunate, we still have a showdown value hand here. So if he's actually chasing hearts, he's now missed. Oh, wow. Okay. Bit unfortunate. Alright, got a 3-bet ace-9 offsuit. The only other way we could have probably played that last hand as well is if we shoved all in and got him to fold. He's probably surprised, or they're probably surprised that they actually won that hand. Alright, Queen 10 suited. Gonna open up in the button. Scorpio to move. Catelli. We'll take it down. Alright, ace forward. Just gonna call against the limper. Sometimes these short stackers will shove. They play a bit trappy with the aces and kings. Vicky didn't quit the session. Got second pair. It is a dead board. Get a call. Alright, Gonna raise and see what happens. Don't want hearts coming over. I'm just gonna check this one out. They're gonna have a few jacks here. 10s, 9s, and 8s beat us as well. Probably suspect jack. Could have any two. We don't know. Alright, fine. We'll take it down. We didn't blow up the pot. Let's show down our hands and we took it. Also, we charged the flush when we think we had the best hand. Because once the flush comes out, it's hard for them to call sometimes. All right. Zrenjaniak Jelinek against Ruum Kanga. 0-0. He's going for a bet. But we folded. Two pair. Wow. Ace 2 over ace 3. Alright, 3-bet queen jack offsuit. It's probably a little bit loose, but we're doing it. Unfortunately, the big splash. We got 6-10 offsuit. Fold. Okay, a bit of a dry board. We will see bet this one. Try and take it down. Beautiful. And also up against Vicky as well. They've seen our hands being quite strong. They have played against us. Mega splash. Alright, going to c-bet this one quite large. We do need a 10 though, but that does smash our range. Let's open up ace 10. We're probably going to call their shoves. Should we or shouldn't we? Good like go. Little bit of a coward. Ace 10. We were doing good up against King 7 anyway. Good fold. Sevens win. We would have won. Actually, we would have lost anyway. Wouldn't matter. We would have lost both hands. Because the King 7 would have hit the 7 anyway. So a good fold. And you can see how it gets pretty trappy. It encourages a lot of action. Those pots end up being 200 to 300 big blinds quite often. All right, ace 10. That's 3-bet. Does fold to a lot of 3-bets. So we're going to 4-bet here. And see if we can get some folds. Well, okay. All in. Gonna let go. Was going to 4-bet against the button. And it would have worked too. Alright, open ender. Gonna bet this one. We do have an open ender. And we only got 7 high. So I want to throw in aggression and try and get some folds along the way. Just in case we don't make the hand, we can get the folds. Makes up the times we do get it, not get it. We do have a backdoor with a spade, but goes all in. Alright, it's cool. It's not a great call, but we're doing it. Reject. Alright, the 7 is active, which is good. They do block our straight though. Oh, beautiful. Take it down. We'll defend Jack 10. Actually, no, we'll fold. We'll continue to try and be... We'll try and be as little, like, what do you call it? Disciplined as possible. You don't want to have winners tilt. You win a few big hands and all of a sudden you just think you're invincible. They're short-lived. They can definitely win you a lot of money, but also reverse the momentum and you end up losing everything. Well, you can definitely see the reward system definitely helping in the micros now. People are being reckless and they're just shoving all in. King 7 and pocket 7's all in. There is so much action happening now. 3-4 suited is going to fold. Going to be out of position here. All right, King 10 offsuit, going to open. And you can see the benefits of actually multi-tabling. All right, do have a gut shot. You can just see, yeah, you can just see the benefits of it. You're going to have a lot more splashes. All right, I'm going to check this one out. Still need that gut shot. Still need the 9. Because of this board so well connected, we're not going to get as many folds as we want, especially in the 3-way pot. Going to open up 7-6 suited. I'm going to fold King 10. Although helpful's very deep stacked. 7-6. Going to call or fold? I'm going to let go. I want to call so bad. But we made the right laydown. Really wanted to call. And tricks are for kids. 9-8 suitors going in the muck. Sometimes they will open that up. Also, you got to remember too helpful is deep stack. So we can start playing, opening up our range against them. If we can get that stack, would be definitely happy. Also, on the other table too, we've got 193 and above's got 333. So definitely a good position to win some, and definitely can go the other way as well. But we'll try and win as the most we can, and then you never know, maybe this time tomorrow will be up $10, $15. All right, threes. It's a good flop for threes. There's dry board. So if quad checks, we're going to throw a bet in. Hopefully their overcards fold. Because we can't really defend. We can't really hold up to the river. Usually a queen. Someone's going to have a queen out of those two players. So we'll throw a bet in and get the folds while we're in front. All right, defend we king jack. 3-bet. Okay, hits their range. We don't have a heart either, so I'm going to probably check fold this one. Interesting they checked. I'm going to try and steal it. If they don't have a heart, they're doing a ton of folds. This does hit our range though as well. He's probably thinking if his ace is going to be good enough. Nice. Sure, he's got the best hand. Just using the information that they've given us. And if he's got an ace there, he can't really check. He's the one that opened up. All right, ace king open. Got position now. We're quite deep stacked as well. Ace king offsuit could be a trap hand, especially this deep. So we don't want to bloat the pot too much. So if he does 3-bet, I'll just flat call. I won't 4-bet. It's a low board. Really helps him though, but we do have a spade. So if he checks this one out, I'm just going to check behind. We can continue. Queen hits us. If he checks, and then we can throw a bet in. Use position against him. The range has fallen into us. Beautiful. All right, got a flat queen 10. People do say to 3-bet in the small blind. 3-bet or fold. All right, got second pair. Got a gut shot as well. If he bets, I'm gonna call. I know Rue's quite a regular. I got 2 pair, but a jack's got a call, got a raise. 6-5's got to try and take it down. Vicky's gotten quite passive lately. All right, let go. Could be out of position. Okay, we don't have a 9, unfortunately. So just got to check fold this one. We do have 2 pair, but so does pretty much everyone else. It's an easy fold. You got to see a lot of kings, you got to see a 9, you got to see a jack. 9. A7 actually called. Wow. That was pretty wide. But against 2 other players, you're just going to find, 2 pairs. It's not going to be enough there, especially when the board's paired up. And you'll find a lot of these regulars will not be targeting us. Two big blinds, pretty small. But the splashes have been pretty good. Must be based on how many people are playing at the moment. It's at 3,500. Earlier I did see over 5,000 play, which is good. The site's getting busier. Queen 10 offsuit. We're going to open up. We're in sort of in the cutoff here since Noxus isn't really playing. We got position. Oh, we just take it down. Beautiful. Also, the best thing is we're not losing any bankroll out of these hands. I mean, really, we're just losing winning money that we've already won this session. Except for the bottom right. If we lose the bottom right, then it chews up. Chews up that bankroll. All right, pocket 7's going to open. Got 3 bets. Probably get a call. Get a check this one out. Not going to get many folds out of 10-9-4. Got a gut shot, but it's a dirty card. If an 8 comes out, then a queen plays. Board hasn't paired up. If the board paired up, I might have been more willing to call, but I'm just going to fold. There's going to be a lot of trouble there with the 7s. Yeah, we're going to let go with 7-2, not going to fight back. To his trash, we'll open up queen back. Everyone seems quite tight in the top left, except for the short stacker. We can 3-bet queen, king, queen offsuit. How tight are they? They do fold half the time. So we're going to throw in a bet and try and get them to fold pre-flop. Hopefully drum bum doesn't raise. Yep, good. Hope we can just take it down and exploit their 3-betting folds. Okay, we smashed this range. We did 3-bet pre. If we're wrong and they call, we still have a jack. And if they're just chasing with pocket pairs, then they're going to make a ton of folds. So exploited. Ace king all round. Now we do have a gut shot. We could technically throw a bet in here. But we're not going to get too many folds. But at the same time, we don't want to get blown off the hand. So I'm just going to check this one out. We do have a ton of equity. We're out of position. What's his 3-betting? 12%. I got a 3-bet. No, I got a 4-bet, sorry. Just going to throw a half bet in because we're supposed to see bet here a lot. And just going to throw a big bet in here. We do have a straight. And hopefully it'll just call 2 pairs. All right, they made the call. Beautiful. Just didn't want to see a raise there with the flush. But they're going to make a ton of calls. And sometimes they will have a set there as well. Sometimes I like doing the overbets in those positions because they will make those bluff catching calls. All right, pocket nines out of the gun. All right, 3 ways. Bit of a dry board. Gonna continue. There is a flush up there as well. We could still very well have the best hand. So if a 2 comes out, it helps as well. So if a low card comes out in the turn, we're continuing the aggression. He's deep stacked. I'm going to call. It's a little bit wide, but slightly a bit deeper stacked. Actually, going to raise in position with ace jack offsuit. Check behind. We can't really bet this one. It smashes their range. It's our range as well, but we've got back doors. Got a gut shot. This doesn't really help us. Probably look to a fold here. Really want to see another club. Not on the river though, on the turn and river. Ace jack. 1, 2. So that would have been a really nice hand because we would have had the nut flush against someone trying to be tricky with the flush. So anyone that's trying to be tricky, especially Vicky, they would have went all in. Unfortunately, they quit. So that was the hand that they would have shoved on, thinking they were really good. So we'll set up there to do a really good strong hand. We do have a gut shot. Need to defend the 5s. If we're wrong, the 6 comes out. We're doing well. A7, 8. A7, there's a fold. So the 7 comes out. We still have the best hand against broadways, which clearly we've got to have problems. Opens up straight away. There's the overbet here. I'm just going to fold this one. Not really a fan of his sizing because he overbets there. He's only going to get called when he's beat. If he's got ace high, then I guess it's a great shove. Oh, great oversized bet, but still. All right. At a position here, I've got to raise it quite large. Kings. We are deeper stacked. Well, our opponent's a little bit deeper. We lost a little bit here. I've got a flat here. Hopefully he doesn't have aces. Hopefully he's got queens. All right, round once. No ace, please. So far, so good. All right, beautiful. We'll take that one. How many times I've lost with ace king in those positions? Also, we're doing okay on the bottom right now. We're sort of lifting up. 10-5. Gonna fold. Three-way pots. It's not gonna be great out of position. Although the players are great to play against, so should be opening up our range against them. Try and make as much as we can out of them. Don't always need great hands. You just need the opponents to be playing bad. All right, so we're on fire this session so far. We're at probably almost 4 or 5 buy-ins here this session. Plus, we get the rewards as well. We are ranked 49th, which isn't great, but we're not playing enough tables to be in the top. But we'll get a little bit of bonus and also cash back as well. We'll rake back. So we're both building up the bankroll and we're building up the rewards, which is a double win. The plan is going well so far. After having that big break, definitely hitting some form now and just had to tidy up our play. And as you can tell, it hasn't been luck. It's been it's luck that you get the cards that come out, right? But we've also put our we put our cards in at the best of times. All right, King 8 on the button will open up. It's the regular, looks like 21%. Very tight player, 3%. And against Rue, because we defeated him in a hand like that, we put a target on our back now. Unless, of course, they play like we do and they don't really think that way. Well, they are they appear to be a regular since they're on 3 tables. Get comfortable. And on my sports bet moldies look like they're going to go through as well. So we're going to be making some money on the sports bet as well. Open up 8s. Call behind or fold. We're going to fold. I want to call, but no, fold. They're not deep enough. Perfect. And Jack's going to raise this one up. A little bit higher. Do I have a gut shot with the 8s? Do I have a straight? Beautiful. We'll try and get his stack in. Oh, he just does it. Alright, nice. No spade, please. Okay, we'll do half bet. We'll take it out. Beautiful. So supposedly the more you bet, the frequency of the bet, the lower you bet. The lower the sizing. The less you bet, the higher the sizing. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But unfortunately, we lost that hand, but it was a short stacker. I'm going to open up here, just try and take it down. 2-3 suited is wide, but let's see if we can take it down. Unfortunately, no. What we can do is close that table down since it doesn't like us anymore. Or we can just stop the session while we're in front. They usually say you play too much when you lose and don't play enough when you're winning. he opened. It's his range. We do have a piece of it. He's taking a long time. Well, a showdown value hand. Gotta check it. It's gonna take a while. I don't want him to realize that we've got a hand. I'm gonna bet one, try and get some value from his flush draw. And we got value from the turn. I feel like we're not gonna get any more action out of it. And we were right. So we're only gonna get called better or try and get bluffed. Our turn bet was the profit. Check the points. Get nines on the button. Let's go. Open up. And this leads in. Do have a 5. I'm going to call 1. Do have position, so if he slows down, we could try and take it down. Hit a set. Makes sense. Going to fold. Didn't get another club. Because he could have a value bet, a queen. Going to raise set. Ace does hit his range. But an ace, unlikely to fold. He's got ace king, you might overcommit. Unfortunate. Alright, so I'm going to let go of these tables. Gonna fold pocket 2s. And we're gonna open up another set of tables. Oops. Still open up the other table that we were just on. Still reopening up the table. What do we don't get too distracted? Again, just gotta let it go for a while. We'll play 3 tables for a little bit. 8 is going in the muck. Alright, pocket 5's in the big blind. Also got roux on this table. Roux on this table. So roux on every table. Get a flat 5s. At a position. Smashes his range. Let go. Also, flush draws mean the hand could be dirty as well. Perfect. Roux on this table. We're going to 3-bet 10s. Alright, we just won 28. Alright, gonna bet a little bit larger since it's a well-connected board. Get a bit less folds here. Not saying they don't fold, but it's a well-connected board, so we need to defend the hand at the same time as charge our outs. Also, we can improve. Alright, we'll hold queen 9. Was thinking about 3-betting, but we will control ourselves. sevens. Also ace jack. It's gonna call behind. He's under the gun. Actually, no, go to fold. Right, fold. Gets under the gun. And that would have been good. So, impressive fold. Popping up as we keep playing. Folding. The gun. Looks like rear left. Probably thought we were targeting them, but we weren't really. We're just changing tables. All right, pocket aces. Here we go. One of those hands. It's just frustrating. Everyone folds. Sure, we keep topping up. Maybe we can do a setup. Setting to auto top up, which would be probably better. Auto top up. All right, fine. We don't have to worry. Well, Queen 5 off suits a fold. Queen 10's folding, small blinds. We'll try and take it down with a7. Wow, 489 big blinds. Deep stack. All right, we'll throw in a small bet. We'll half pot. Does smash our, it does hit our range. We do have a bad kicker though. All right, continue. Hopefully they don't raise. We could be outkicked quite easily here. And flush has come. Taking a long time. All right, got to raise with ace king. Goes all in, we call him. We go for stacks. That's jamming. Happens. Got the ace, hopefully. Oh, beautiful. Unlucky for him, but good for us. The queen. Perfect. Nice. It makes up for the top left. There might be a thing to turn the inputs off. Because they're ill-timed emote. Just, there's no meaning to it. It's a bit annoying. Just a bit of rank. Rank 24 at the stage. Still 54 minutes left, so. Fives. Oh. It only works on that specific table when you auto top. Okay, check behinds. Roll betting and scare card. It's a dry board. Oh, kind of a wet board. Where to call? If he slows down, we could try and steal. There's two other players though. If he goes slow now, we'll throw a bet in and try and take it. And if we're wrong and they don't have a club, we could still hit the flush. Hopefully we'll win this pot now. You're going to find a queen here a lot. Or jacks. Not really upset. I mean, the only downfall there was against two other players. So trying to bluff against two players, it's more likely they could have a hand. Mega splash. Here we go. So half a blind. Unfortunately, we got 10-3. Gonna let go. Yeah, say Warlocks is shoving. Unfortunately, we didn't have at least, even just ace high would have been probably half decent. I think we were good there. I saw a 3 pop up. Anyway, good fold. Down about 40 big blinds. Sort of reversed on the other table at least. Yeah. I haven't lost anything on the top left and bottom left and bottom right, top right. So whatever we made the first of all table, still going strong. Probably could fold 7-4 suited, being a little bit greedy here. Oh, Warlocks on this table as well. Warlocks. All the tables except top left. Alright, cut off fold A7 offsuit. If it was suited, it would open. Ace9 offsuit would open. Oh, we can have to make sure we just make it auto top up. It's a sort of top up anyway, so that doesn't make sense. Unless it goes to 80 big blinds. Open ender with the bottom pair. Flush draw. And if we're folding here. We've got 2 pair and we could be well behind here. Do beat his over pairs. Now he's got a king. We're going to value bet this one. Hopefully he's got like an ace, king, king, queen, king, jack, 10. If he's got an 8, he's probably raising. Nice. Small win anyway, but better than no win. Alright, 8 is king in the small blind. open. Oh shit, gonna fold. It is in the hijack, not in the cutoff. In the cutoff will open. The middle position. No. Alright, ace queen. Going to squeeze in position. Ace 10 suited. Opening. Call any, get a call? No. Typically, those type of players that have those nicknames, usually the opposite. We smash this range. We can do a half bet, get a ton of folds. We don't need to risk too much here. Alright, we do have a gut shot and a backdoor flush with ace 10, so just get a call. Threes are hanging on. Threes aren't going to be good here a lot. I'm just going to throw a bet in and see if we can get some folds. Ace 10 suited is just not going to go anywhere here. It's going to call. So many good rivers for us. That is not a good river. If he checks here, question is, do we bluff? I'm going to go for the bluff. Or do we? Let's go check. Lucky. They'll probably get a snap call. So I controlled myself with the bluff. Would have been a bad spot to bluff. I mean, when you're looking to bluff catch, you need to make sure all the draws have missed. I mean, if he's a very tight player, he might make a fold. Anyway, I was happy with the fold. With the check. Check. And we had a ton of guts from the river. We had the gut shot. We had a combo draw. Fold. Alright. We're gonna call it a session. With the ace jack hand. This one. You can see 55 for 28 winnings, beautiful. All the rewards are adding up. Alright, we'll let go. It's quite not caught up with the bankroll. Is there any downside to this site? Sometimes it's just delayed. As you can see, 56 here, 12.7 rewards in here, but they're still going to go up in value here. As we can see, we're almost broke even again. You can see it's $68, $69, and $70 was since January. That's what we're basing the tally from this year. Anyway, you can see that we're almost broke even again from almost being, I think we were just slightly minus $20 at one stage. So having that break has really done dividends for us, and we're just heading in the right direction now. Really strong session. Still want to overplay it. And yeah. All right, we're going to bank the win. Thanks, guys, and catch you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.